Okay, so for those returning, hello, hi, how you doing? How's your life going? Anyway. You seek my wisdom? Wait, I've seen you before. Why do you approach me? Clayton. If you're into trouble, come find me. I'll make you guess where that comes from. It comes from Oblivion. Now this whole thing was actually rewritten because I needed it to make more sense. I don't know if you guys realized that by the time that I was, the time that everything was changing. But I just wanted it to be more beefy if you went and read this. Now, this whole viewing this scene does have an open-close window in order to see it. So, I'll let you know now. There's Lannis, for those who haven't seen her yet. Luther with black hair. I thought it was cute. The whole initiation thing, it was an important deal for the Merchant Society. Of course, Luther will go into detail about that later, way later on in the game, when you arrive into the ruins, during that part. Yeah, I felt as if that would have been a right way to explain the impact and all that. I think I have everything that I need. Let's go into the mansion. Let's go and use up everything that I just gathered for him. I like the idea of runes and books and whatever you can gather as stat increases, and though there will be the little stuff like the food here and there in which you can buy, the runes and or / book stuff that you will gather, I would say would be harder to gather. Give me a second here. I had to check on something. Apparently, as I was trying to record this, I totally forgot that I didn't put it on full screen mode. So apparently changing the ratio and whatever else in between for this game actually recognized it was being recorded. Anyway, so of course you'll get your idea of the teapot being needed. Here's the radio. That seems a bit out of place because no one seems to get the Easter egg, so whatever, it stays there. I don't think it's really all that important. The mansion still pretty much kept its own virtue. Now, I'll tell you a funny thing about this. I had taken a screenshot with its incorrect dialogue or grammar, and Mark Laidlaw, yes, that Mark Laidlaw, chimed in and said, hang on a second. Maybe if you make it like this sentence or that sentence. He actually gave me a pointer how to change this sentence into how to make it seem more developed. Thank you, Mr. Laidlaw. I never thought it'd be ironic that the writer of Half-Life would go and say, hey, you need to redo this sentence. Thank you very much, sir. And I appreciated your company while you were on Twitter and whatever else. I hope you do return. I know eventually I gotta send an email to you or however. I guess that would be a way to say it. Don't mind that glitch up there. I had to go and change tile sets recently, so I'm pretty sure by the time that I get around to changing that won't be there anymore during its release. So benevolent, please. Damn, that was pretty good. Alright then. Average health. Chakra sphere. Okay. Chakra and aura spheres, I actually got that note from Final Fantasy Tactics because, you know, chakra used to cure both your hit points and your magic. But I thought, you know, a spiritual thing, why don't we just go for that? So that just kind of stayed. Benevolent. Enchantment. I like even after you use a powerful ice spell, like say the freeze technique, I wanted to make sure that people could still enchant in case they needed it. He's now level 8. Woohoo! The items. Or a sphere, okay. He doesn't have a lot of magic, say like what Ellen would. That's a given. Now, instead of the enchantments lasting, say, like 3 or 4 turns, I've made sure it lasts a little longer than that, just in case you have, you know, hit or miss shots, and it magically disappeared on you, and it's like, well, what the hell? I just lost, you know, some magic towards that. Or whatever. I had to make sure it didn't upset you. The crystals are no longer there. Replaced by magical pillars. Oh yeah, that's right. The book here explaining whatever, that's still there too. That of course explains whatever else. And here, you should still have, your hints as to the puzzle downstairs. That doesn't change. Made it look as if though there's an actual hole in the floor. I'll make it look more decrepit. There seems to be a note attached to the door. There sure is, Luther. You can actually hear something rattle inside. But I like the idea of actually, like, having players obtain an actual clock face that they would have to interact with, kind of like what you would do in Silent Hill 2. That's an easy one to try and figure out. God, I feel so long-winded trying to explain and go through multiple playthroughs of this. Just demonstrating just to see if, 6, 3... Sounds like an actual grandfather clock. Instead of the one from Resident Evil. Oh, Sam, stop! You're gonna get yourself hurt playing with that mouse of yours. Ah. I should probably save before I go and encounter him. Now, a lot of people had a lot of trouble going through this. And I keep on saying, you know, elementals are important. If I need to really imply that into the game, please let me know, because then at least people would know to use elementals. It'd make my job so much easier. It's just me. It's just better than, you know, just cheesing it, I guess would be the way to say it. Monsters aren't that hard. You guys made it seem as if though it was impossible or something. I don't know. This is going back to beta. Touches in the existence of time. So, if you go ahead and use fire enchantment, you should breeze through this. Because people who didn't enchant or didn't, you know, consciously use what they have at their disposal had a very hard time. Of course, that's Elgin. Disappears before you. And of course, the portal that leads to the same area that we've already seen. I'm gonna get Ellen here in our party and then go from there. Hi there! The whole battle's eliminated. She gets her own talking portrait. I had to Photoshop this one too. I don't think I did a really good job. But you know what? It works. The wings were fun to do though. At least for her. She originally didn't have her original stature of pink hair. I changed it into red, but eventually she went back to pink and everything else kind of followed behind that. Whatever else. I thought it was a nice touch. Level down is fine. The area looks a little bigger because you're dealing with a different screen ratio. This one is Earth, so I believe fire will work on him. James, be nice. Go play with your sister. Okay? You have to get used to some cat. One cat. So that way, you know, I don't feel like as if though I'm abandoning you all day and you're complaining because Mom isn't around. Mom isn't around to keep you company. Anyway. So this whole area was actually re-implemented from Alpha. Now, if you look up here, I'm gonna solve this guys with you guys, since I haven't done it in a while. IODE represents what you need to do and how you need to set it up. Now, let me go grab my pen that I had. I'm even gonna write it all down and everything else in between. So I might as well write it down with you. Okay? So that way people aren't so pissy and be like, I can't solve it. Okay? So the blue waters of life. Blue is EAGUZ. Green is Othala. And these are actually based on German ruins. If you really want to know that, I actually went up above and beyond, according to the bookshelf. Spirit's Memory. Of course, if you didn't know, you would be like, oh, okay. It's Dagaz, which is, of course, on the wall you can see on the right. Papers are hidden away here. Of course, you got Swilo, SOWILO. Flares. Now, what are flares? What are the color of flares? They're normally red, right? Or at least that's typical. And of course, Flames of a Phoenix. What's a phoenix? Okay, so you'd have to go and use your head a little bit on this one. AIHBWAZ. A phoenix, from lore, is rebirth, right? What do you get when you mix red with blue? With the waters of life and the flares of whatever. Okay, so that's purple. Is that hard? And so, with all that going on, you only are limited to a number of whatever. You got blue, green, yellow, and red and purple, right? So, you have to fill in the blanks that somehow it's yellow. If not, go play Final Fantasy. Every wind crystal is yellow. I don't know why. Oh, but it just is. So, I'm gonna go and solve blue, purple, red, and yellow. That opens the first portal. Now you only need to open 2, okay? So if you actually go and try and figure it out, it's not that hard. So using that logic, blue, green, yellow, what was the green, yellow, and purple. So it doesn't take that long. It just, you have to think a little. I don't make it like Myst, but I was inspired by it, because I felt as if I gave it more of a dynamic and make you feel as if you're putting the effort into seeing these things, or however it's important. So he's the end of life. What he's gonna be weak against is mainly water and ice. Make sure you use Ellen as a healing aid. We should have been weak against ice. I'll fix that. I mean water. That's a given. Enchantment. Yeah, that's that. I made it so you could sell these, really, in any order you wanted. I don't think the puzzles are too hard if you know where to look. Anyway. So I think he's weak against the wind? If I remember correctly, enchantment. So if you haven't noticed, Ellen's two elements are wind and, what was it? Wind and fire. While Luther's is ice and water, I believe. I know that doesn't make sense, but well, later on. The reason why I categorize it as two different elements is because think of Glenn and Marl from Chrono Trigger when they did their whole Glacier thing, which was like one of the best moves you could do on Lavos' minions. When you went and did Glacier, which was a combination of ice and water, it kind of got treated as two different things. This whole area makes me get reminded of Myst because of the music. Doesn't it sound like something you would hear from Myst? I'm expecting to read some sort of book to tell me about some sort of lore that I don't know about. I miss games like Myst. Though I know the Cyan team actually created a game called Obstruction. I don't know if you guys heard of that. Or heard that they made a new game. I think it kind of disappeared off the radar after a while. I'm gonna go ahead and use items that I've gathered so far. And save here. potato chowder, ocean perch. There was a playthrough that I got so many ocean perches, I was like, what are you doing to me? Oh yeah, that's right, I got used to beef stroganoff too. Beef stroganoff is fucking good if you know what to do. Let's see. The feeling of deja vu, cycles of time repeating. Perhaps they are just memories. Anyway, if you didn't check in with all the spirits that tells you of your life purposes, there would have been something telling you, you can't open this door yet. Well, obviously, if you get there, or whatever. I like the idea of these flames being here, and you run up to Death, and you talk to Death, and Death's like, what the hell are you doing here? And it's like, oh yeah, there's something going on that you need to take care of, and whatever else. I like giving Death his own area. Actually, you're gonna do an enchantment. Maybe ice. Damn, there goes Ellen. Oh no, Ellen. You know, I hate how younger Final Fantasy is just like, oh yeah, you want to resurrect your party? No, it costs you $1,000 for one. What the hell? What did they ever do to you? Taco Bell sounds good right now. Maybe I'll go grab that. It's 2 AM cravings, bro. If anybody's hit points ever get too low, Luther will automatically protect the person who's weakest. That's something that I implied so that just in case something happens. Yeah, you got my point. Who was meowing at me? Oh, Sam, that was gold. Anyway, so I upgraded this with him as if though he was healing himself, and you could see the orbs or whatever conjuring around him. Now let me go in and check him from behind. He actually carries his scythe. Of course, you guys are gonna see that later on. What's up, Sam? Are you a happy kitty? I guess he beat you to the punchline, James. Where's your mouse? Go play with your mouse. You like that mouse, don't you? Alright. This is where I'm gonna end the episode. At least for now. I wasn't expecting anything to happen. Just give me a second.